Any jabroni with a pen and paper can draw, but who can draw in the wrestling world? Well, we are about to find out. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. I seen this article from the Sportster, and they were listing the best pro wrestlers ever in terms of drawing power. They gave their top 10, and honestly, the reason I clicked on it was because Roman Reigns is on the thumbnail. And I just cannot agree that Roman Reigns is one of the top 10 draws of all time. I don't know if he's going to be on the list, but he was in the thumbnail. That's what got me intrigued. I don't think anybody in this current era of WWE can be one of the top 10 draws ever when it is more than ever the company, the brand. Triple H has said this many a times, that they do not create larger than life stars anymore because it's the brand that draws, it's the WWE that draws. And I think we've seen that Bloodline are pretty much doing the same stuff that Roman Reigns was doing before he disappeared. If you look at the numbers, you look at the views, I don't see Roman Reigns as a top 10 draw. Now, I haven't looked at the list. We're going to go through the list together. For me, it has to be Hogan in first place and Austin second. That is the list. If that's not the list, then I think the list is wrong. But we'll go through it, we'll have a look at it, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what we think. So let's go. Let's get into number 10. Sting. They have Sting. Let's see here. We'll zoom this in a little bit. So they have Sting. Sting helped multiple companies draw money. Helped WCW create identity as their top draw. Crow character led to top drawing WCW storyline. Retirement match did massive business for AEW. Alright, look, I'm not against Sting being on this list, but I'm not sure if he is one of the top 10 biggest draws of all time. I certainly wouldn't say his retirement match for AEW done massive business. Yes, it was a big deal for AEW. I get that. And Sting helped AEW. But was he really? I find it strange that they're talking about what he done for AEW, but they wouldn't give him any credit towards what he done for TNA. When Sting was in TNA, TNA was doing shows weekly that were getting 2 million people watching. I mean, I get it, AEW, he did help them. Look, Sting's an okay choice for top 10. I'm not sure I would put him there, but I have no complaints. So let's move on. Number 9, they've got Roman Reigns in here. WWE benefited from Roman's star power during recent surge. Heel character became perfect dominant world champion character. Bloodline was the top storyline during WWE's boom period starting. Putting over Cody Rhodes gave WWE new top draw in his absence. Alright, none of these bullet points really suggest that Roman Reigns is drawn. Right, just because he was a good heel character, and he was a dominant world champ that held the belt for 4 years, that doesn't mean that he was a big draw. Yes, the Bloodline storyline was the best storyline going in WWE for a few years, 100%, but no one really believes that WWE is going in a boom period. That he just happened to be a part of the Bloodline faction that was the best thing WWE had, but again, doesn't mean it's a massive draw. And then somehow him losing to Cody Rhodes. First of all, Cody Rhodes isn't a massive draw, and Roman Reigns putting Cody over doesn't make Roman Reigns any bigger of a draw. It's not how it works. If we're talking in terms of drawing money and drawing gates and selling tickets and bringing in viewership, then no, I disagree. I don't think Roman Reigns is in the top 10 at all. But we'll move on. Number 8, we have Jim Londos. Was wrestling's first massive draw, helped grow touring wrestling brand as live show spectacle, had fans packing venues to watch him from the 1930s era, drew 100,000 fans for big match in home country of Greece. Look, that's impressive. Before my time, I can't possibly comment. I haven't done enough research into this guy, so I'll give him a pass. I mean, it was a different time, different era. Conan, massive draw from Mexico's AAA. Alright, I think this list is mental. Oh yeah, I remember. So, was top Mexican draw for many years in 1990s. WCW signed Conan due to his name value internationally. Dave Meltzer named Conan above Hogan and Austin as 90s draw. You just know that Dave Meltzer's full of shit. Now, I do accept that Conan in Mexico was a pretty big draw. But if we're talking internationally, worldwide, to even claim Conan is anywhere near Hogan and Austin, never mind in front of them, that's shocking. That is criminal. That's proof that Meltzer just does not have a clue what he's talking about. Conan. Jesus Christ, in number 7. What the fuck? Number 6, we have Bruno Sammartino. Bruno was top draw under Vince McMahon Sr.'s WWE, sold at Madison Square Garden show over 200 times, was the main reason New York became known as WWE's home. Again, before my time, but I have no complaints. I would say Bruno deserves a spot on the top 10. Definitely. I'll agree with that. Number 5, we've got The Rock. The Rock in there. Rock led WWE to greatness during Austin's 2000 injury. Helped set pay-per-view box office record versus John Cena at WrestleMania 28. Presence added more feuds to recent WrestleMania 40 build. You can't complain with The Rock. And I think The Rock does deserve a spot in the top 5. He probably could be higher than 5th, but I've no issues with The Rock being in the top 5. I think he should be a bit higher, but I mean, it is what it is. Andre the Giant. I agree. I don't know if I agree with 4th, but I agree he's probably in the top 10. Was biggest star booked under both Vince Sr. and Vince Jr. Proved that Giants could become top draws for wrestling. Feud with Hulk Hogan helped WWE reach new height. Fair. That's fair. Andre the Giant deserves a spot in this list. So, we have three spots left, and I'm trying to think of who we've not seen yet. We've not seen Austin, we've not seen Hogan. And we've not seen John Cena. Number 3, got John Cena. John Cena kept WWE brand strong during tough time. Had to lead WWE as sole face of the company during PG change. Great sidekicks never felt equal to him like other era's top stars. Won World Championship 16 times due to WWE's trust in him. Again, like, winning the World Championship 16 times and WWE having trust in him, that doesn't necessarily mean that he's a draw. Although he is a draw, there's no doubt about it, but that's not a reason he's a draw. I mean, you could give anybody the belt 16 times. It doesn't automatically prove that they are somehow a big draw. But yeah, no, Cena did carry the PG era practically on his own in terms of full-time stars that were there. I have no issue with John Cena being on this list. John Cena's deservedly on this list. Is he third? That I don't know. I don't know if Cena should be third, but I think he should be on the list. Yeah, I think he should be on... You know what? Maybe he is third. I don't know. He probably should be towards... I think he's closer to 1 than he is to 10. But I don't know if he's third. Anyway, let's move on. Number 2. Steve Austin changed pro wrestling industry forever. Organically became biggest star with anti-hero character. Feuding with Vince McMahon showed new style of draw. Was the top superstar during historic Attitude Era rise. You can't say no to having Austin on this list. Oh, Steve Austin was the fucking man, so there is no doubt Stone Cold 100% should be on this list. I did say at the beginning he should be second, and he is second, and I've got to assume that Hulk Hogan will be number 1. Yeah, Hulk Hogan, still considered wrestling's biggest draw. Hulk was perfect choice to lead Golden Era changes. Became mainstream celebrity to expand wrestling world. NWO run in WCW gave company its top drawing act. I mean, yeah, Hogan through the 80s, he dominated, he drew, then he went to WCW and took that company to, a whole new level. Then you factor in the NWO stuff as well. I mean, Hulkamania is still alive to this day. You think of the shorts and everything this guy's sold. You think of the arenas this guy's sold out, the merch, the numbers this guy has been bringing in over the years. You talk about pop culture. Hogan is probably the biggest star. And he is the biggest star. It is Hogan. No, it's 100% Hogan. He is. There's no doubt about it. I think Hogan has to be number 1. So yeah, I have no complaints with Hogan being on this list. In terms of notable entrants that were absent from this list, there's no Ric Flair, although, I mean, people can really argue how much of a draw that Ric Flair was. Other than that, is there anyone that is... well, I think when you see the likes of Roman Reigns on this list, and like Conan on this list, you could feel aggrieved that, and Sting on this list, I mean, I can kind of see Taker. I think that Taker, the longer his career went, the bigger the draw he came. You look at Undertaker's like a pop culture sort of character as well now. I think Taker could have been on this list for me. Possibly Flair. Yeah, so I mean, maybe Taker, maybe Flair. I mean, I think the list is mainly pretty decent, but I definitely don't agree with Roman Reigns being on this. I just don't. Just because Roman Reigns was the top guy in an era where WWE sucked. Let's be honest. So, anyway, guys, let me know what you think down below this list. Is it a good list? Is it a bad list? Does Hulk Hogan deserve his #1 spot? I think he does. And I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.